Hey y'all, and welcome back to Glam Girl TV. Today I want to talk to y'all about a couple, actually it's not even a couple, it's like a bunch of different products, hair care products, and beauty and some nail care products that I've tried over these last couple of weeks. And there's just so many to do. I just wanted to cram everything into one video just so that I can run through them, because there's like more than 1, 2, 3, 4 that I would say, don't waste your money. So let's go and start with nail care. So since there's only one thing in my whole pile of nails, I did go out and buy this. This is the Cuticle Oil. It's got milk and honey in it. I mean, I would say it's your typical cuticle oil. This is really raved on Amazon. This is like really highly rated. And I want to say it's under 10 bucks. And it does the trick. And you get a ton of it, because I've used it for a good 2 weeks now. And it looks like I barely taken anything out of it. So that cuticle oil you can find on Amazon. Awesome. Definitely worth the money. All right, let's go on to skincare. Skincare. What have I tried lately in skincare? So this is one of my all-time favorites. I've tried this in the past. I'm not really sure if I mentioned this in another video before, but the Tatcha face wash. This is the Deep Cleanse face wash. This is a mini. Let me see. I don't even remember how it smells. I just like love, it's got a little exfoliant, like little pieces of, I don't know, it feels like some kind of seaweed or something in it. But this is really great if you want to splurge on a really expensive cleanser. This is the way to go. I really do love this. I probably wouldn't repurchase this just because of the price point. But if you have a gift card for Sephora and you want to splurge, go get this. This was great. All right, what else is skincare? Oh, another face wash. The Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. I saw this on somebody else's blog and decided to try it because I wanted to see just another cleanser that's more of a daytime cleanser. And I want to say that I use this during the day, the Tatcha. So the Glossier, I did find that it was just your typical cleanser. I wouldn't say it's anything great. I didn't find that it really took off my makeup. The one that I would say that I have found that's actually stripped everything off of my face is the Jlo Beauty Cleanser. This one is definitely not like that at all. It does not make my face feel like squeaky clean. So I would not repurchase this. You can see about how much I used already. I used a good bit. I really wanted to test this out. I really wanted to love this because it was a really great price point, and I found this on Amazon, and I won't be repurchasing it. So I would say no to this. All right, next, skincare. The Shawnee Darden Retinol Reform. I got this in a mini to try it out. And I gotta say, it is a little pump. I gotta say that this made my face extremely dry. I used this 2 nights in a row, and by the third night, when I went to go apply it again, I noticed that all along my jawline right here, it was really cracking my skin. And so I know that she did an interview with Shireen Idris, I'm sorry, which is a dermatologist based in New York. She has her own blog and Instagram, and she had her on to talk about her product, Shawnee Darden. And she said in that interview that this product would not do that. That's why she created that formula, so that when you go to put on a retin-A type of cream on your face, that you wouldn't get the bad effects from it. And I find that that's one of the worst effects from a retin-A cream, is you get really, really dry all over your face. And that definitely happened to my face with her product. So I would not purchase that, going back and looking at how it affected my skin. All right, the next one is by Glow Recipe. I love Glow Recipe. Anything that I've ever used so far with Glow Recipe, I have found that it's really great. I'm not sure if it's just such a mild line that it just works for everyone's skin, but I haven't used anything by them that has irritated my skin or has made my skin look oily or over dewy or anything. This is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops, and this is in a mini, obviously. I wanted to try it out, and it is a lot like the consistency of the Glow Recipe, the BHA, PHA toner. And what I mean by that is it's really sticky, it's bouncy, and this is not as runny as the BHA, PHA toner, but this is more of like, I don't know, it's just more of a tackier, thicker consistency. And the niacinamide Dewdrops really do make your face look very dewy, very glowy and pretty. I do use this during the day before putting on makeup. I don't use this at night. I typically use a Glow Recipe toner at night, FYI. So I would purchase this after seeing how this worked on my face. All right, next skincare. The Weleda. This is something that Shireen Idris, which is that dermatologist that I told you about earlier in this video, she mentions this in a lot of her videos. And this is actually, it's called Weleda Skin Food Ultra Rich Cream. And this is for extreme dry skin. And I can't tell you how many times during the summer my lips get really dry and cracked up. So I wanted to try a little bit of this, and it's extremely thick. I have a hard time getting it out of the tube. And I just take a little bit and I dab it on my lips, and it makes it such a supple and moisturized feeling on my lips. It's so great. So I would repurchase this in a larger container. Oh, and one more thing about the Weleda. It does say that a little goes a long way, which I will say is totally true. You just literally need a little tiny bit. And it says extra moisture, especially on rough, dry areas like hands, feet, and elbows. So, moving on. Are we still talking skincare? Yes, we are. All right. I think this is the last thing about skincare. Yes, okay. All right. This is the last thing with skincare. It's the Hana Cure. If you've ever heard of that, that's the mask that people have been putting on their face, and it makes it look super, super tight, and it cracks, and it's supposed to diminish pores, and it's supposed to have just like a resiliency skin look after the fact, after you wash it off. So Hana Cure also has a moisturizer, and I wanted to try it. It's got this cute little top that you put over it so that you can't pump it, I guess for travel purposes. The bottle is glass, which is really pretty. It's very dainty looking. What I will say is that as many times as I use this moisturizer, I have not seen this wow effect for me. I feel like it's just your typical moisturizer. And it was actually on the very expensive side as far as a moisturizer. I know that the Hana Cure line itself is an expensive mask. I think one mask is $30. So I want to say this was either $40 or $50 for this moisturizer. And it's not like you get a whole lot. So I wouldn't say I would repurchase this. And I can't say that it did anything like wow effect for me. As far as moisturizers go, you would think that it would just, you would look more supple or just more healthy glowing skin. I didn't find any of that with that moisturizer. All right, moving on to makeup. All right, as far as makeup goes, now I'm not gonna just say just makeup. I'm gonna say like, I guess your makeup routine. All right, so let's start off with primers. The Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. I used this years and years ago. I know that the Becca brand is no more, but I did purchase this a couple of months ago to see if this would kind of dry me up, as far as I'm pretty oily in my middle section, in my T-zone. So I wanted to purchase this to see if it would kind of diminish that a little bit. And I want to say this. If you don't know how to work this product, this is the kind of product you can almost put too much and, well, I know you can put too much and it will not work out for you. It leaves a very white cast, and although it does make your skin dry and it's a very tacky formula, I will say that it's a very hard product to deal with. So it's almost like you have to learn how to work it with your skincare routine and with your makeup routine. You have to figure out the consistency and how much to put on your face. So for that, I'm going to say no to this. But I would say for as far as it mattifying your skin, it gets a 100%. The fact that it leaves a white cast, I'm not really a fan of. They could have reformulated this to make it not do that. But being that that company is no more, that's kind of a lost cause. So I would not repurchase that. All right, next, primer. So I tried the Bobbi Brown, and this is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Now, this stuff is super, super thick. It's like, imagine like the thickest moisturizer in your mind. So this acts as a dual agent. So not only is this a moisturizer, but this is a base primer, so to say, before your makeup. I used this a couple of times, and so far I feel like a little bit goes a long way. The very first time I put it on, I put just a little bit on to try it out. I felt like that time it worked out great. And then when I try to use it again, I put just a little bit more than I did the time before, and it was a big hot mess. This can actually make your face look very oily, slippery looking, slick, very easily. And so for that, I would say it's something that you have to play with to see how it's going to work on your skin. If you're extremely oily, I almost want to say stay away from this. But if you have a lot of, dry patches in your face, but you're just oily in some spots, I would say still give this a try, because I do think that it's a great product. I just think that it's a really hard product to figure out on your face, as far as, especially if you live in a very humid area, which I do. I feel like this can go wrong really easily. But I do think it's a really great product. So I think that if there was an option for me to get this for free, or if I wanted to, if I had a gift card and I wanted to get this with a gift card, I would totally repurchase this. But I think that there are other products that would probably work better than this. So for that reason, I would say hold off if you're, on the oilier side. All right, so next, I'm going to talk about hair care, because I only have one thing as far as hair ties. Now, other things are hair products, but so I did try the Gimme Beauty hair ties, and I only have two to show you right here, because I have two different ones. The thicker one and then the thinner one. Obviously, the thicker one is for thicker hair. The thinner one is for more fine hair. And after using both of these Gimme Beauty, I would say this. At my local CVS, I did see some that look extremely similar to the thinner bands. And for that, I would say that I would probably try to buy those and compare it to the Gimme hair ties. The only reason why I say that is because these are quite expensive for what you're using. And I understand that's something you're putting in your hair every day if you're going to be putting your hair up, tying it up to go work out or whatnot. But I just think that that's kind of an expensive price point for hair ties. So at my local CVS, the ones that look like this were a bundle of about between 8 to 12 hair ties on this bundle, and it was for like $1. So if you want to compare that to 20 bucks for a bundle of just one like pack of these, that's kind of on the high price point. So if I had to repurchase this, I wouldn't repurchase this brand in particular. I would look for a dupe, which I have found at my local CVS. FYI, look, I found mine at the bin closest to where you check out. All right, so next on hair care. So I tried the Amica Perk Up Dry Shampoo a while ago. I did think I mentioned this in another video for Amica brand stuff, and this is probably one of my ride or die dry shampoos. I really, really love this one. I do find that it's really great as far as giving your hair the oil-free tameness that it needs and not look more slicked down. I don't find that it gives a white cast, which is a big, huge plus for me. Not only do I have blonde hair, but if you are a brunette or if you have black hair, you wouldn't want a white cast for dry shampoo if you're having second or third day hair. So for that reason, I love this stuff. It smells amazing. And since I am a hairstylist, I get this at my local wholesale hair store, so hair supply store. So moving on, next hair care product is the Kendra Volume Mousse Extra Firm Hold Mousse, number 17. I want to say this. I bought this because I love Kenra products, okay? Kenra products are probably, I have a couple of different ones that I absolutely love. I love the blow dry mist. It's probably one of my all-time favorite things that I use in my hair. But so I tried this one instead of the Joyco one that I had before, because when I wear my hair curly, I like to apply mousse at times, and then sometimes I apply different things, which I'll talk about in the next product that I'm about to show you. And for the mousse aspect of it, I just didn't find that this was that great at all. I found that it was way too heavy for my hair. It weighed my hair down, and it seemed like it was more sticky than normal, and it just didn't, like, I guess, disperse well. So I would not repurchase this. I think that is, I mean, I just feel like my Joyco mousse was way better than this, and I should have just stuck with the Joyco. So that was just something that I tried recently. And then the Joyco Zero Heat Air Dry Styling Cream. I bought this to basically replace the Fructis No Heat. It's just an air dry cream. I raved about that in another video that I did just for getting like mermaid curly hair. I use that in my hair after I take a shower. I put it in my hair, and I noticed that if I scrunch my hair and I just let it air dry with the fruit tea stuff, that I have mermaid waves, and it's a really great product for that. With no heat, no diffuser, no nothing. So I thought I was going to be able to replace that with this, which is the Joyco Zero Heat. And this is also for thick hair. And it's an air dry styling cream, fights frizz, and defines natural texture. So it's supposed to be for curls. I didn't find that this held up to a dupe for my Fructis. The Fructis, the only reason why I was looking for a dupe for it is because it's really hard to find. I'm only able to find it on Amazon at times, not all the time. And I did find that I haven't seen it anywhere recently in the last couple of years in my local stores. So for that, I was trying to find a dupe, and I looked at this and it said all the same things. So I figured Joyco, I really like the mousse from Joyco, and I thought I would give it a try. And I just didn't like it. It was a bust for me. So I would not repurchase that. All right, moving on to makeup and more makeup. All right, something that I just recently bought, I actually have it on right now, and I think I fell in love with it, is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk lip kit. I bought it in a small lip kit because I wanted to just try it out. Because, look, I'm sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat. I bought this at Target the other day, thinking it was going to be a dupe for this. Well, this color is not this color whatsoever. So, after putting this on a couple of days in a row, I was like, wow, this really is the perfect shade of just a pink nude. And that's what I have on right now. And it's very subtle, it's very natural, and I really love it. I just bought it in a small container just to try it out to see if I would even like it. This was $25 for the lipstick and the lip liner, which I think is a really great deal to try it out. And so I love that. So I would repurchase that in the normal containers that they come in, the normal size. And yes, that one was an amazing product that I bought. So moving on to this Super Stay by Maybelline Ink Crayon. I was on Pinterest the other day and I saw this. And this was one of the ones, yeah. Do you see the difference? This is way, way, way too dark. Too dark of a pink for me, and not feeling it. It also did not, and I repeat, it did not stay on my lips. This Pillow Talk has done really well with staying on my lips, and the Super Stay, which is supposed to be Super Stay, right? Did not do the trick. So I didn't like this one, and this was in the color, let me tell you. Where does it tell you the color? Oh, duh. It's on the top. All right. It's Seek Adventure number 30. I just didn't like it. It's not the color for me. Moving on. I would not repurchase it. And any of the colors. Okay, so next is I'm going to talk about setting spray. Not all setting spray is created equal. And I'm going to say this. The Cover FX I used, it's a little bitty, I bought it, it was, actually I didn't buy it, I got it for free. It's a very small container. I got that because it was a Beauty Insider Perk. I used that until the whole thing was gone. And I'm like, oh, setting spray is setting spray, right? Wrong. So, I got the Porefessional and Super Setter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. The only thing that is great about this setting spray is that it's actually a mist. And there's a difference in a mist and a spray. And the mist is so fine, you almost can't see it. It's literally so fine of a spray. You feel like it's evenly dispersed. That's a wrap with this. This actually really smells really great, actually. But other than that, I feel like it did not help set and make my makeup stay all day. At all. I went to my son's football game, and when I got back home, I looked at my makeup just to check it out to see how it did, and it did not stay. There was spots everywhere that makeup was missing, and so I would not repurchase this one. But while I was at Sephora talking to the attendant about this one that I just purchased, she said, hey, you need to get this one, the Charlotte Tilbury one. And this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And let me tell you something. This is what the girl said. The girl said, even with wearing a mask all day long and the mask rubbing on my face, she said with the Charlotte Tilbury one, my makeup stays on all day long and it does not budge. So I was like, all right, let me go on Charlotte Tilbury's website. They give you a coupon code for putting in your email address. So I did that. And it gave me 10% off. So I got this and I got the Pillow Talk together, and I tried it out a couple of days in a row. Let me tell you something. It's just, it blows my mind that this was $20, by the way, which I find is kind of high. This one was $15. You can definitely tell you get way less than this. So I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of a high price point for this. But this Charlotte Tilbury one did not do anything. If anything, I feel like it made me look so dewy. It made me look over dewy. I did not like the result at all. I would like to go to Sephora, get the Cover FX setting spray and do that all over again, because I cannot tell you how much I loved that setting spray after using both of these. I can't believe how much this one is hyped up when it was terrible. I don't know if it's supposed to make you look that dewy, but it was awful. It was to the point where I felt like I just want to take off all my makeup and just do it all over again. So I would not repurchase the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, FYI. All right, so last but not least, I'm returning this today. So I would not recommend purchasing it. But this was all hyped up on TikTok. The Dior Backstage foundation. First of all, I don't think that the girl gave me the right color. Even though she did put swatches on my face, I think this color was way too dark for me. I do absolutely love Christian Dior products. I love and I wore Christian Dior Forever 24 foundation for the longest. It was one of my favorite ride or die foundations. But trying this one was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't like the color. I didn't like the finish. I didn't like anything about this foundation at all. I would not repurchase this. This was about $40 to $45 for this bottle. And I was not impressed at all. I don't know what TikTokers are thinking, putting this out there saying that it's a great foundation. I didn't find anything of the sort. I even did my little trick and mixed it with my tinted moisturizer. And I gotta say, even when mixing it with the tinted moisturizer and doing all the tricks that I do to make the foundation look so great on my face, this still did not work out. The finish was just awful, and I would not repurchase it. It definitely wasn't worth the money. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope everything that I have brought to your attention is something that you was thinking about purchasing, and now I can clear up the air for you. If not, comment below, ask me any questions. I'll definitely hit you back up. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great one. Bye.